You know, at the heart of the most powerful songs, there's usually a single unforgettable image. For Noah Kahan's Porch Light, it's this right here, a single point of warmth, just cutting through a cold, heavy fog. It's so much more than just a light, isn't it? It's a whole story, a desperate plea, and a really big question all rolled into one. Okay, let's really get into it and unpack what's going on inside that one glowing bulb.
It all boils down to this one line, this simple, quiet request. So leave on the porch light. This isn't just another lyric. It's the absolute emotional anchor for the whole song. It's a command that comes from a place of real vulnerability, of deep longing, and it's the thread we're going to pull on for this entire deep dive.
So, to really get the song, we have to first understand the symbol. That porch light, it's not just some object screwed into the side of a house. In this story, it is an unwavering beacon. It's a symbol of hope, and maybe the most important part, it's a promise of a place you can always return to.
So let's just define it right here and now. In the world that Noah Kahan is building for us, that porch light means constancy. It stands for an unconditional welcome, a fixed point you can navigate by when absolutely everything else feels like it's shifting or changing or just fading away. It's the one thing that's supposed to stay the same.
And this line just perfectly illustrates the whole purpose of that beacon. The light only exists to guide someone home. That promise, "I'll be home in a little while," is tied directly, completely to the idea that the light will be on. It's the destination on this old, worn-out map. It's the end of a very long road for a very tired traveler.
Of course, you only need a beacon to guide you home if you've left, and that brings us right to the central conflict of the song, that classic, kind of painful tug of war between wanting to escape your small town and that powerful, nostalgic pull to go right back.
You can almost feel the physical distance in the song. This line, especially when you see it with an image of a road just vanishing into the fog, it just perfectly captures that feeling of being far, far away. This isn't some weekend trip. This is a separation that has real weight, real time attached to it.
But what's so interesting here is how the song immediately contrasts the coldness of that distance with the warmth of a specific memory. See, the narrator isn't just remembering a place, they're remembering feelings, smells, textures. It's these tiny little sensory details that make home feel so real, even from hundreds of miles away. It's the smell of the wood stove literally fighting the frost on the glass.
So, here it is, laid out plain and simple. This is the narrator's whole conflict. On one side, you've got the wide world, all the ambition, the new experiences, the reasons that pushed him to leave in the first place. And on the other, you have the small town, the comfort, the memories, that powerful magnetic pull to come back. The entire song exists in that space right between these two things.
Okay, so this conflict, it gives rise to something way deeper, and honestly, a lot more frightening than just being homesick. It's the anxiety that just haunts the entire song, this ghost of memory, and the deep, deep-seated fear of being completely forgotten.
And this is the raw nerve of the whole song. It's not just about missing home anymore. It's about the pure terror that home might not remember you back. That after all this time and all this distance, your place there, your very face could just be erased. I mean, what an incredibly vulnerable thing to admit.
And you can feel this fear just start to spiral. It begins with this one simple, terrifying question. What if? What if I'm forgotten?
What if the memory of me has just faded? You know, like an old photograph that's been left out in the sun too long.
Or, what if everything is just different now? What if the home I'm trying so desperately to get back to doesn't even exist anymore?
And this is where the fear turns inward. See, the anxiety isn't just about them changing, it's about him changing. Has the journey, has all that time away, altered him so much that he wouldn't even fit into that old life anymore? I mean, can you ever really go home if you're not the same person who left?
Okay, so let's bring all of this full circle, right back to where we started, that enduring light. Because now, when we look at that symbol again, it's carrying all of this new weight, all the conflict, all the nostalgia, and all the fear we've just been talking about.
So the light's true meaning is so much more complicated now. It's a plea for remembrance. It's a desperate hope for connection. It's a way of fighting the fear of being a stranger in your own home. And it's a quiet request for an unconditional promise that, no matter what has changed, there is still a place for you.
And that's exactly why the song ends right where it began, with this simple plea. There's no neat and tidy resolution. We never find out if the narrator makes it home or if he'll be remembered.
All we're left with is the request itself, just hanging there in the foggy air, a persistent, beautiful, and kind of heartbreaking hope for connection.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. The story in the song is so specific, but that feeling is universal, right? It makes you ask yourself, in the fog of your own life, with all the distance you've traveled from the people and places you've been, what light do you look for?